this session, you'll be convinced that there are enough opportunities for each one of us to innovate in many ways. So let me start with three student incidents. The three students who actually went through innovation process. First, I'll start with Shalini Kumar. Shalini Kumar was a school student, and she was one of the students who was very innovative. And in each of these cases, what I'll do is I'll give you what is the innovation they came up and how did they do it. So Shalini Kumar found that there are many elderly people who use walker when they get aged, which is very common, which you and I have also seen many times. But one of the problems which she saw, elderly using, particularly with a walker, is that they are able to use the walker on the plain terrain or a plain surface. But whenever there are states, there was a problem how do you use the walker. So she found this particular problem when some of her relatives were using the walker and thought, why not have a walker which probably can also be used when you are using a staying let's say steps. So she came up with a very interesting solution, which is an adjustable walker. In adjustable walker, you can adjust the heights of the legs so that you can also use it to climb stairs, etc. And then she came up with a prototype and demonstrated that it actually worked. So this is one good example of, you can say, an innovation which came from a school student. I'll go to the next one. The next student is Deogarh Sharma. So Deogarh Sharma came up with an innovation in the area of healthcare. All of you may have probably seen people using these wearables. These wearables are used for monitoring the healthcare parameters. For example, if I buy one and actually use it on my wrist, then it can monitor your temperature, it can monitor your blood pressure and many of the vital health parameters. And these are now becoming very common and more people are actually using it. So what Deva did is she found that there are enough such solutions are available for human beings, but there is no such solution which is available for animals. So she came up with a wearable which can be put on animals as a locket, and then you can also monitor many of the health parameters, because often animals go into distress and they can't express like human beings. So you actually need a device to measure the distress in animals and their health. And she came up with one such solution as a school student when she was in class 10, and actually built and demonstrated the solution for this particular problem. I go to a third student whose name is Madhav. Madhav was again a student in 10th class. He saw that one of the days, one of his classmates actually left the school, and he wanted to know why did this student actually leave the school. And he came to know that student left because student was hard of hearing and deaf and was not able to actually follow the lessons which teachers tell in class, etc. So he found it very difficult to accommodate himself in a classroom because classroom was not accessible, and he decided to leave the school. This particular point actually struck Madhav. Madhav wanted to work on some solution. So after his 10th class exams, during a summer, he started working on a solution. And after a couple of years, he came up with this new glasses, which are wearable. The glass also have an add-on device. What this add-on device does is that it converts speech into text. As the teacher is speaking, the person who is deaf or hard of hearing can actually read the same spoken text on the screen of this particular special, you can say, design. This is called as a transcribe class. And